My last bit of sanity was taken away as I finished this blaze spawner for you. I cleared out the last bit needed and got some cheap stuff to finish the box. No, I will not be making it pretty. I now hate this spawner and I wish to not ever use it again. I died in so many ways and rage quit just as many times. What angers me the most is this Enderman death that I ended up having happen because I couldn't see them in my render distance. And then I had to battle a bunch of piglins because they picked up my sword. And mates, they did not like that. Hopefully Fernando does not hear that through the grapevine. Leave a like if you think he did. As soon as I completed that farm though, the worst realization ever. I then had to use those blaze rods and apply them to some eyeballs, because apparently that works, and thus began the worst dragon fight you will ever bear witness to. That is if you could see it. My PC couldn't handle the rendering of the battle with all the particles and mobs. I fought for a week just to get the few clips that I did for you guys, but do you know, it took too long. I lost everything. I now have shulker boxes like I wanted, so I guess it ended up working out. In the aftermath of the battle, I was at a loss of what to do. I just did something I never do and felt very out of my element, and honestly, a lot of that is what I've been doing for you guys for the YouTube series. Normally, I just wing it and build what I have items with and don't go too far into the actual game. I did ended up moving on and building for a bit, taking my sheep from one place to another, collecting a lot of crops, trading with my villagers. It was a little bit of a cycle until inspiration. Taking a break was fun though. I finally got my builds on the way afterwards. Only, get this, I was now using 𝒶𝓅𝓅𝓇𝒾𝒶𝓉𝑒. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It will be easier to rebuild stuff when I pre-plan it out in other worlds. I'm not to that level where I'm going to use it a lot, but since I had so far built the basic styles I wanted for this village, I figured I'd give it a try, and I quite like it. It's just a little weird because it looks like the block's there, and it's hard for me to tell when it's not. And when I streamed for a bit, you guys got to see the struggle of me just not understanding. But I did figure out how to make them transparent. So, in such a realization, I have been able to finish 3 more builds for the village in 1 month. That was pretty exciting. And yes, I did say I did a stream. And yes, they did watch me fall off a lot because I just thought there was still a block there. And I did put in some POV of spectating my view since I can't record in such a way. Do leave a comment on how you feel about it. I don't think it works too well because of how fast I make the clips. Just give me some feedback, please. I then took an even longer break, but I wasn't even playing Minecraft in this break. I almost didn't play for half the month, actually. But some Pinterest browsing for completely different reasons, and I had an idea. A good way to give the path variation was to add depth, and I quite like overgrown plains areas and forest, so it only seemed logical to use moss. After getting a bit of it collected, I started big. I changed my land terrain entirely to be like a big rounded moss covered blob. I loved that so much I had to keep going. I made it in the path area. I added smaller blobs around. It just works quite nice. So if you did enjoy, please leave a comment down below and a like. Remember, I appreciate your existence. Thank you so much for watching, and bye-bye!